Hello and welcome to my new Flosstube. Today we have a whip parade and I'm so excited about it. I have all my whips lined up next to me, but first I want to say thank you all for clicking my video and I hope you like what you see. I have most of my whips to show you today. I have a few more whips, but along the way they are shoved in the back of my closet. And maybe they will come out someday and maybe they won't, but yeah, I think some of them are in there for 2 years, so who knows. Before I start, I'm really bad with names, fabrics, percentages, counts, whatever, so I will put that here on the screen, and it's also in the description box below. So if you need more information, you can look there, and otherwise you can always ask me and I will try to answer. So I have almost 40 projects. The oldest one is from 2018. That's when I started stitching, and it's my third ever started project, which is a HAED, and the last one I just started last night. So there's a lot of full coverage, a lot of kits, a lot of Etsy charts. So let's dive right in. And the first one is my oldest whip. This is King Coda, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And it's artwork by Aimee Stewart. And this bag is made by Diane, Frog and Fudge. You will see a lot of her bags because they are wonderful. So nothing is ironed. There are a lot of hanging threads everywhere, so just a warning. This is a really big one. I think it's the only one on 18 count, so it's extra big, but it's so pretty. This is how far he is at the moment. Ooh. And it goes down all the way to there. Can we get it in? Yes. And you might have seen the preview what it was last year. And I know I stitched this page, I think part of his eye and over. And his face is so handsome. And I also stitched over here in the book. I finished this page. So it's really pretty. And I have this since 2018. It's about 30% or something. So at this rate, I won't do anything because I look back and over the last 3 years I did 3%. So yeah, I don't have 70 years to finish this. So I made goals for all my projects and I will put them in also while editing, and I want to get this one to at least 40%, maybe more. So yeah, I don't know where I will go. We will see. Yeah, I love this one. So 40%, if I can do 10% each year, it's more than 1%, so yeah. Then the next one in this project bag made by me is my oldest non-full coverage. It's Stitching in Quilt by Coure and Baticoure, and the picture I have over here is it's damaged, so I will put in a preview. And I'm stitching this, I believe, on 25 count. Tea dyed, coffee dyed, baked fabric by me. And this, yeah, let me show you. It's so pretty and colorful and cute. And I don't know if I will hang it somewhere, but it is really pretty. And I didn't stitch on this year, I believe. Maybe once. And that's, yeah. So I marked it down for a goal, and I decided, well, I want to finish the bottom part. There's the house, and then again this strawberry thingy, and another block. But then I thought, what if I make a focus piece out of my oldest non-full coverage? So I can I can stop stitching on them when they're finished, to put it politely. So yeah, I think I want to try to finish this next year. We will see. Would be fun. And it's not that big because this is the center of the chart. So a finish for next year. Then I have another project bag made by me with cute seals. I love this. Let me show you what's in here. It's a kit by Dimensions, Gold Collection Petite, and it's Chickadees in spring, and it's so cute. Oh, I forgot I did this. I didn't stitch on this year, but the aida, it was quite small and it didn't fit in my hoop, so I sewed on some extra fabric, and I totally forgot I did that. It's so wrinkly. I don't know if you can even see what's there, and I don't believe there's any progress. Oh, I'm sorry you guys, this is terrible. Well, I did have a goal. I didn't have a goal for this one. So I think for the coming year I want to do the top half. So next time I will iron it and make sure you can see what's on there. Then, is this the right order? It is. In this beautiful bag, also by Diane, is Princess Asleep. Artwork is by Yvonne Gilbert and charted by HAED, Heaven and Earth Designs. And I love this one. I love it so much. And I stitched quite a lot on it this year. There are a lot of hanging threads, so let's get that out of the way. So here it is. This is how far I am on this one. It's so amazing and so pretty and so fun to work on. It has quite a bit of confetti, that's why I choose to keep it to a diagonal and stitch in 3 blocks at a time. It's so beautiful. And I believe this is 25%, maybe. And I wrote down I want to get it to 40%. So you will see a lot more of this as well. My goal is to touch every whip the coming year. So that's exciting. So the next one is in this beautiful bag from So Much to Love. And in here is Long Dog Pandemic. I chose my own colors. And I love it. I have no idea of the percentage for now. But I want to get it to at least 60%. Other way around. And I had, you can't see it on the screen, but I had tea spilled over it. But it's only over there in the corner. And this is how far I am for now. It's so pretty. I love the colors. And it was just a happy accident because I went to the Handwerk Boutique. It's an LNS here in the Netherlands. And I knew I wanted to start this, but I didn't know when. I hope you can see it. And I just chose a couple of colors I liked together. And then I added the gray is a DMC, the tealy color is a DMC, and I had another one. I don't know what the other DMC is. Oh, the dark red. And I started stitching it and playing with the colors and the motifs, and I love it. So I want to close the border and stitch some more in between and get to at least 60%, but maybe more, because I want to finish this. It's so pretty. I don't know if I will stitch another long dog after this. We will see. Then I have a kit. I hope you can see the picture. I will put in a preview. This is a kit by Lettistitch, and it's in a bag by Good Fiber. I believe I did change the fabric. It came with 16 count aida. Yes, and I'm stitching it on 20 count aida with all the kit fabrics. I don't know I stitched on this. Yes, I did. Because I was taking screenshots earlier and I didn't have the blue of the dress. So I stitched more over here. And I believe I decided to stitch down. Do I have a goal set for this one? Not yet. So maybe stitch this whole side down. And it's bigger. I need to stitch a lot more. But it will be so pretty. And there is backstitch in this one. Not yet, but I have to backstitch and I will save that for the end. I love the colors. So fun. What's in here? Ooh. This is also a kit by Merejka. It's called Daydreaming. And if you have seen any of my videos, foxes, I can't resist. And this one, it's so pretty. I'm stitching this together with Jemima, and she started his face. And I was like, well, I will do the boring part first. Yeah, so I did a lot of this. I don't know if I will stitch it on this year, but I got bored. And I'm not gravitated to stitching on it because there's nothing to see. It's just grass, and I believe here, from here on, I can stitch the butterfly. So yeah, for this I didn't put a goal down, but I think I will say 3 days, and a day for me could be anything between 1 and 1,000 stitches. So 3 days, and then working on the fox. So we have something to look at next time, other than grass. And if I forget to say a goal during the video, I will decide a goal and put it in the screen over here. Then we have another kit. This is Sunlit Fox by Dimensions. It's so pretty. Now I don't believe I stitched on this year. No, I don't think so. I will keep it folded over because black fabric and light. I don't even know what side is up. It could be this. It could be this. I don't know. I didn't write a goal down for this also, so I'll say 3 days as well. And I will try to make progress so I can see what's up. And this is a bag made by me. I love the gold and pinks, so pretty. Then also in a bag made by me, this fabric I had left over from a doll blanket I made for my daughter, and yeah, it's so cute. In here is also a Dimension Kids Petite. It's this one. It's called Cozy Cup, and I don't know if I stitched on this year. I knew I had a mistake somewhere. Itchy nose. And I know I wanted to stitch down over to the next side, but I don't know, maybe just the gray, I don't know. For this dimensions, I heard you can ask for a PDF, so it's easier to mark off and I can find the mistake. And it's really tiny, it's like, this is it. So also for this 3 days, and maybe make it over, and so there's a little bit more to see. It's not a focus project, but I do want to work on it. Next up is in this cute bag, also made by me when I just started making bags. And in here is Squirrel Bee, and it's from a website I don't remember. I don't think I stitched on this year, but I do have quite a bit of progress already. Let me hold this up. And there's backstitch on this as well, but I will save it till the end. And I have as a goal 1 page. It has 9 pages, these are 2, and I want to start this page because there's a teeny tiny hole in the fabric, and I patched it up with iron-on interfacing, and I believe I can stitch over it, but I don't want to keep that page till the end and figure out it doesn't work. So I want to finish at least 1 page. And the colors on this one, so beautiful. Love it. Then another one, and this one really makes me smile. It's also in a bag made by me in beautiful fall fabric. And in here is Foxy Fall. Let me show you the preview. This is from Faraway Design, and a friend of mine, she showed it once, and I was like, oh, I love that one. But Faraway Designs wasn't available here in the Netherlands, and I messaged the designer, and she was like, no, we don't ship to Europe, and we don't sell PDFs. So yeah, so my sweet friend, she gifted me this. And when I was looking at the links where you can get all the projects for the description box, I saw you can get this in the Netherlands now. So for everyone who loves this one, go check out Zoet Idee from Simone. The link is down below because you can get it over here in the Netherlands now. And I did stitch on this last week. Quite a bit actually. This is on a 32 count Murano. Let me put this back in the project bag. And this is stitched in the Cold Force. And let me show you. Oh, the white isn't showing up on camera, but it is showing up in real life really well. That's the entire tail that I stitched the last time. And in real life the white is quite stark. Really showing up nicely, but not so much on camera. So yeah, I love this one. What did I write down? No goal. Shall we go for a finish? Because this is so pretty. Yeah, let's try to go for a finish. Because when I was stitching on it, I thought it would be huge. And it's not small. But I did the entire tail in like 2 days. So I can finish it in maybe 4 or 5 a week. So finish, I think we can do that. There's a hair. Then another one. If you have watched this before, you know in this bag is Mini Deer Creek. It's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Artist is Donna Gelsinger. And this is a chart we, the Stitchy-friends, my Stitchy-friends, started all together when we were meeting up. I believe 2 years ago that we started this. And it's so pretty. Let me get all the hanging threads out of the way. Here it is now. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. And I finished a HAED every year for the past 2 years now. So the coming year I want to finish one as well. And this is it. This will be a finish next year. And I did the math and I have to do a little less than 3,000 stitches a month to get this done. So it is possible. So yeah, I think this will be an easy finish this year. Yeah, it's so pretty. I love it. So a finish for that one. Then we have 2 whips that kind of go together and kind of don't. It's these 2. And these are kits I bought on a Chinese site. Because I couldn't find the charge anywhere else. And after I got them, I could find them. But I bought them. They are full kits, so I'm stitching them. But I'm not ordering kits. I haven't ordered these type of kits for a long time. So I have a boy version and a girl version. This is the boy, because I have a son and a daughter. Let me put most of the stuff back in. And they are on my list as 1 whip, but there are 2 projects. So yeah, this is how far this one is. And I want to get this one and the other one to 25%. So just a quarter of the circle. So this is the boy one. Oh, the chart. And in this beautiful bag, also made by me, is the girl version. So this is the mock-up. And I have floss in my hair, of course. And I have about the same amount done, but on this side there's the tree. I have no, I believe it goes this way. So for this one I also want to do 25%. Then another big one. That means a full coverage. And in here is Daydream Tigers. It's a chart by Charting Creations. And it's an artwork by Sheena Pike. And this was a gift from a sweet friend, Laura. And I did, there's a knot in my parked threads. Sorry. So, I did stitch on this a little bit. I just went over about 2 columns, I believe. And the colors, they are so beautiful, but it is quite a big chart. So, yeah. What was my goal for this one? Just 1 page. But I know myself, if I'm getting into stitching on a project, I might as well do 2. So, oh, yeah, love this one. But I love all my projects, and yeah, I can't stitch. Part of me wants to be a monogamous stitcher and stitch on a project until it's done, but I know then I will have no progress on my other stitching. So, Then we have another one. This is an old project bag I made from a pillowcase, but it's like velvet with gold, and it's so pretty. So in here is Tender Spring. It's one I bought from Etsy, and I don't know the designer from the top of my head, so it will be here. And I'm stitching this on a 14 count Aida that I dyed myself, just because there are blends, so I needed to go a little bit bigger. And this will be so amazing and so pretty when it's done. But for now, I did do a little bit on it, but not a lot. So, did I write down a goal? No. I think 3 days is a good one. Then, yes, I had to check if I'm still in the right order. In this beautiful bag, also by Diane. I love this fabric so much. I sent her the fabric and her bags are just perfect. So in here is a Quick Stitch Sleep Time Color Expansion. It's artwork by Ciro Marchetti and charted by HAED. And I'm stitching this with Jemima, the rocking stitcher, and with Elisa, crafting in Colorado. And I didn't do a lot on it this year, but I did stitch on it. It is pretty. I believe this is just 5%. It's not that high, but it is. I don't know if I need all this fabric. I kind of hope I don't need all the fabric. Who knows? And did I write down a goal? To 10%, so doubling the amount I have now. And I believe that's fair. This is a lawn chair with a dog sleeping in it. So, yeah. It's a nice one. And then, also in a beautiful bag made by me. I love these colors. The red and the dark greenish blue. Yeah. In here is a whip. And I'm scared to look at the progress because oh, I barely stitched on this, but it's so cute. It's this one. It's called Squirrel. And I have no idea about the designer or the fabric. Fabric is a 32 count. I believe it's a Murano. I don't know. I don't even know. I believe this way is up. I stitched a little bit on his sweater. Yes, this way is up because he has acorns on his sweater. And this is how far it is at the moment. So I also will give this one 3 days. Because I know if I make the goal too high, I don't want to stitch on it. So for now, I think I believe 3 days is a nice goal. And even if I do it in 3 separate times, it will be fine as well. Also a HAED. This is a floppy bag by Diane. Same size, but yeah, the floppy one. Also really nice for HAEDs. In here is mini tea and books. It's also Heaven and Earth design, and the artwork is by Bridget Ashwood. And I'm struggling with the background. This is 3%, I believe. And my goal was to get to 5% in the last 2 months. I didn't do it. So I want to get it to 5% for next year. What did I write down? Finish this page. And I believe that's maybe a little bit more than 5%. So we will see 5% or a page finish. Whatever comes first. Yeah. Then I'm on to the second pile. We're getting there. This is also one of my earlier bags I made myself. And it's so cute. With a fox and a hedgehog. Trash panda. Bunny. Yeah. I love it. In here is a chart called Fairy Fox. And I know it's by a Ukrainian Etsy shop. I don't know if it's still available. It's listed down below. This is on a 14 count. Also hand dyed by me, Aida. And this is barely a start. Yeah, this does work in Pattern Keeper. So I will write down the percentage, and I chose the higher count because there are fractional stitches. So yeah. Also 3 days. I think that's okay. I have a lot of projects, so if I work on everything 3 days, I think half of the year will be over already. Maybe not. In this bag, it's crinkly. In here is also a kit by Merejka, and it's called Wisteria. And I have this plant in my backyard. And every time I see this, I want to hang birdhouses in the wisteria or on the fence where it's growing on. But it gets so big that if I put a birdhouse on my fence, you will never see it again. Oh, it's so pretty. And sorry for the shaking. I'm always shaking, but today seems a little bit more than others. So yeah. And I believe there is almost nothing done on this one. Oh, that's too bad. This is how far I am. So also 3 days for this one, because it has a lot of confetti and a paper chart and blends, and yeah. But it is really pretty. It will be really pretty. And the needle minder is by Lydia. Lovely Stitches. It's staying there. Yes, I'm still on track. Also a floppy bag by Diane in this beautiful, beautiful fabric. In here is also a Heaven and Earth Designs chart. Artwork by Melanie Dallin, and this is Mini Whispers Max Color. And some of the colors only have like 3 or 4 stitches. The fabric I have is way too big. So this is how far I am for now. And as you can see over there is the start of her eye. For this one, I have no idea how good it will look because it is a mini, but it's also a max color, and some colors there are so little stitches of them. So I want to do 2 pages, this one, and I want to see her face before I continue, because otherwise I will do this one and this one and this one, and then I will find out her face is hideous. So yeah, I will do this one and this one because her face, it's like here. So yeah, but I love the colors. I kind of gravitate to more of the darker colors, and it will be so pretty. But this dark patch with all the red, I don't know. We will see. 2 pages. I have to fold that later. Then a special project. This isn't cross stitch, but it is stitching. In here is a whip I adopted from Alice, and it's like regular embroidery, and it's a fox. It's from it's from Wolfratsen. It's a Dutch site, and the all the lines, every patch needs a different color, and it is listed on the chart. So Alice did this part in his tail, and I did the face part. So maybe I want to finish his face. Yeah, and see how it will look. It's quite stiff canvas, so it is kind of hard on my hands to work on it. But I want to have it finished one day. It's so cute. Then we go on to the whips I started in 2023. So we're already 40 minutes in, and I have quite a few to show you. I will take a sip of water and organize a little bit, and I will be back. So 2023 whips. I didn't count them, but there are quite a lot. I put my notes on the other side, so I have more room on this side to put all my projects. And the first one is a kit by RTO. This is a bag I made myself. I love this fabric. And this is Red Mermaid by RTO. And I love this image. But stitching on dark fabric, it's harder than I thought. So, and the margins aren't that big. So I still need to count again if I'm right. And this is folded over, so yeah. And for framing, I can always sew fabric on it. But this is the only start I have. I didn't stitch on it after I started it, which is kind of sad. This is a really dark blue fabric, and it's stiff, and it's this crunchy fabric. So 3 days also. And I will talk about how I will decide what whips to work on at the end of the Wipparade. So a small plans section. And also by RTO, Hair by Night. Same goes for this one. I love the image, but it's also stitched on the same dark fabric. And I think this is one of my favorite bags I have. It's so cute. And on the inside there are little clouds. It's I love this one. And like I said, it's stitched on the same dark blue scratchy Aida. I started this together with Joanita. She is, what's your channel name? Stitchy-friends. And yeah, this is how far it is. So yeah, also 3 days. Then also in a project bag made by me. This is my Alice in Wonderland project bag. I love this style fabric. I have a small one in a similar style as well. I don't know if we had it already, but it's so cute. And in here is dark fabric. This is in Wonderland, I call it. It's on black Aida. And it's not a 14 count, but an 18 count. And the fabric I have is huge. Does it need to be that big? Yes. It's team bedspread, tablecloth, whatever. It's an image I saw. I don't know where I saw it. I have no idea. But I loved it. And I asked my friend Debbie if she could chart it for me. She said, well, I can. She did. It came out big because of all the details. And I could stitch all the black. But if I did, it would be, in my head, it would be a million stitches. It's not, but I have no idea which way is up. I don't know. But by starting on dark fabric, I already did 70%. So, yeah. Also 3 days for this one. I said a page for In Wonderland. A page. I have no idea how big it is to do a page. We will keep it at a page. Then another floppy bag by Diane. In here is also a HAED. No, it's not HAED. It is a full coverage. But this is Mini Full Moon. And it's by Contemporary Cross. And the artist is Andrea Leverly, I believe it's pronounced like that. And this is one I started, I believe, with Debbie at one of our get-togethers. And this is, I believe, at 5%. And it's so pretty. It's a little bit more abstract. So, yeah. But I don't mind it. What did I put down for this? 2 pages. I have no idea. Maybe this is close to a page finish and I only have to do one other one. I don't know. I love the colors and birds and springtime. Yeah, it makes me happy. Then also in a cute bag made by me. I love this fabric. I don't know where I got the fabric, and I don't know, I haven't seen it after, but I love it. In here is Forced Princess. It's a pattern from Etsy. I started this with Lydia, lovely stitches, and I believe she did like half of it already, maybe more. This has blends, that's why it's on a 14 count. It's a fabric hand dyed by me with a beautiful sky blue, and this is how far I am. This does work, kind of work, the blends. It's kind of icky in Pattern Keeper, and I said 50% for this one. But maybe a finish if it will go really quickly, because over here there are half stitches. Her face is like this big, so I believe it's a circle like this big. So depending on how fast it will go, 50% or maybe a finish. I want to work more on my non-full coverages, just because I love my full coverages and I gravitate to working on them. But then these projects just stay in my closet and I don't want that. So yeah, 50%. Then a really fun project. Also, as you can see, dark fabric. And this project bag I made really fits the project so well. And my son, he loves this fabric, so I made him a little wallet out of this fabric. So yeah, in here is a solar system. It's a chart from a magazine, and this is my start. Oh, that's terrible. It's also really scratchy, Aida. It is. It's like cardboard. Oops. Maybe I will restart it on a softer fabric. Can you hear that? This is really bad. Maybe I will wash it first. Ugh. And it stays in it. Yeah. So that's my start. I will wash this today, and if it doesn't soften up, I will start over on a new fabric, because, well, it's barely a start. I didn't write a goal down for this one. 25%. A quarter of the pattern. Yeah, it's not that big. Then in another beautiful bag. I love this fabric. It's a bag made by me. In here is Fox View by Plum Street Samplers. I love the animal stacks. I did this one with the slots 2 or 3 years ago. This is with the foxes. I switched patterns with Lydia. She did this one first, and I did the slots first. I know I only stitched on this like one day. I have a massive piece of fabric. It's Color and Cotton Parthenon, and it's still folded like 4 times. And that is my start. I want to finish this one because it's just so small, and I can't believe it that I didn't cut down this fabric. It's so huge. But the finish, and then I can cut the fabric and use the rest for something else. So yeah, I remember from stitching the last one that it is quite a bit of stitching, but it is really nice. Oh, and The flowers on this one are blue. I don't really like the color blue. I'm undecided. So I played with some colors. Some of them are called for, some of them are not. And I have blues in them for the flowers, but I may switch them out to a pink. The same pink I used in this one. But maybe with the red and brown foxes it will be too much of the same. I don't know. We will see. Next one. I did write down for Fox View 50%, but we're going to do a finish. Another beautiful bag by Diane. A frog and fudge bag. In here is a wise owl. It's a pattern from Etsy, from, I wrote it down, Stitch is So Beautiful. And the artwork is by Dutch Lady Mystic Art. And I did work on this quite a bit for a start from this year. Or even, when did I start this? I believe with Dutch Mania. Was that October? I don't know. I was actively working on it last week, so my needle is still in. And it's so pretty. I was missing quite a few colors, so I ordered that finally last week or 2 weeks ago. I filled in the missing colors, and these little threads I have hanging are pages, and the second one is already over here. So these pages are really, really, really tiny. And I wrote down with that in mind to do 4 pages, but I'm thinking I will do the top row, and I believe that is 6 or 8. No, it's 5 pages wide. I will put it in the screen. And I believe my goal changed from 4 pages to 8, but I will put it in screen when I look at Pattern Keeper. Because they're so small. But the colors, oh, I love it. Then another one I know I want to finish in this beautiful, beautiful owl bag. It has feathers on the inside. It's really cute. In here is Fox in Fall. It's also from a magazine. And I have had a mistake in it, so I am still ripping it out because I stitch quite tight. And it's on 20 count. And I have a hard time taking it out. So this is how far I am with this one. And it's so cute. And the top section isn't fully stitched, so I think this might be like 40% already. Maybe a little bit less. But this leaf was wrong, so I'm taking it out. Every time I pick it up, first I will take a few stitches out and then I will start again. And since my last update, I stitched part of the tree. And it's so cute. And it won't be that huge. So this will be a finish for next year as well. It's round. I believe this is the center point and this is the edge already. So it's getting a little bit dark outside. I have my ring light on, so I hope the light will be okay. So cute. Now I want to work on that immediately. But I have something else planned. In this project bag, I only took it out so I can keep count of my whips. In here is a secret stitch. I want to finish this. I wanted to finish this month, but it will be a finish next year somewhere. It's on a beautiful 32 count Murano dyed by Debbie, Creatively Yours, in the color Honeybee. I had a piece left, so I'm using every little piece I have. Then, in this beautiful bag that my friend Joanita made for me with our project bag swap, and a scissor fob from Lydia, Lovely Stitches. In here are two projects. They are both from this book, Cross Stitch for the Earth by Emma Congdon. And the first one is called Little Things. Well, there aren't names on the charts in the book. I call it Little Things. It says, enjoy all the little things. And then with all the cute little animals. So I will keep that open. So that one is on a 20 count Aida hand dyed by me. It's a blue Aida I had left from another project. And this is how far I am for now. It's so cute. But the animals, there are quite a few color changes. It isn't showing up, but the butterfly has more than 3 colors. I don't know how many. So it will be a finish, but it will take me multiple times because I have a hard time concentrating. So that's the first one in this project bag, and I keep 2 of them in here because the chart is in the book. Whoop. And the second one that's in here, I call it 4 Seasons. And it's this one. And in every season I will finish that season. I finished already the fall section, and last week I started on winter and then spring, and I don't like counting over. So I hope to finish winter's first, so I can stitch over to spring already to start spring in spring. Or maybe start with the summer part and stitch it in spring. So this one is so cute. Oh, this one I showed already. I need the other one. I will fold over the fabric because we only need fall and winter for now. And this will be a finish next year in summer, because we have fall, winter, and then spring, summer. And I love the colors. And for instance, the tail of the fox and the, how do you call this flower in English? Snowdrops? The white isn't stitched, so it is empty space. I'm really shaky, I'm sorry. So it's really cute. And I stitched all this in one. Well, the dark blue stripes I already had done, but the headless deer and the flowers I did in one day. So it's kind of a quick stitch. So I will put it back in the project bag. I only have a few projects left, but they are really pretty. The last project bag by Diane. So pretty. In here is Evening Serenity. It's charted by Missy Means from Cross Stitch for Everyone. And I was missing some colors. I have the missing colors, but I have to put them on my, how do you call it? Floss cards. The hoop is still on this. It's a massive piece of fabric. And this is how far I am for now. I wanted to finish this page this year. But I don't think I will make that. Because the page is until here, I believe. So, yeah, what did I write down? 2 pages for next year. Yeah. And I love the fox, but it's so big. It's huge. Huge. Not the last bag by Diane. I forgot this one was here as well. It's an ABC bag by Frog and Fudge, and it's always spring cross stitch. In here is my massive start of birds and berries. And I started it because I found this fabric which is a perfect match to finish it when it's done. So I keep it together. So I won't use the fabric for something else. So yeah, a finish for next year. It's a small one, so yeah. Then here's the other Alice in Wonderland fabric. This is multi-directional. The wording is this way, but if you hold it this way, it's also bright side. So I thought it was really fun. In here is a sale I'm doing. And it's supposed to start on the 1st of January. But yeah, I started it a few weeks ago. Yeah. It's a sale from a magazine. And it's called Stitcher's Paradise Sale by Doreen Jones. And I finished the January part. And in a few, I believe tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, somewhere in the coming week, the February part will come out in the Readly app. So I am ahead a couple of months. But this is the January part, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I'm stitching this on 20 count. And the backstitch I'm doing with sewing thread, because it's smaller than DMC. It's so pretty. And the next part will be over here. So yeah. Also finish next year. That's why I started already. So I have some extra time to get it done in December. And then I only have one project left, and I don't have a project bag that fits this project. So it sticks out, but it is a beautiful project bag. In here is a kit, and I will tell more about this in my next update. But it's from Luca-S, and it's this beautiful, beautiful owl. And it's called Lucky Owl. It's so pretty. I only started this last night. And I didn't stitch a lot. And this is my start so far. Yeah. And this is what I'm going to stitch on the rest of today, maybe tomorrow. And I hope I have a nice start to show you in my next update. So I will tell you more about this next time. And I'm going to make more project bags. I don't know if I will make more to sell, but also a few more to hold my kits, because some of them are in the pink laptop cases. I don't see them for now. And I want to make my own project bags for them as well. And this one is just, it's too small to fit a chart. It won't work. So Yeah. That were all the whips. I'm over an hour. I expected that to happen, but oh, I love all my projects and I want to stitch on all of them right now. If I want to stitch on all of my whips in the coming year, I need a plan, because last year I did Sweeby, stitch what you want when you want, and I totally gravitated to all of my full coverages. I love them. And that is why I want to focus more on my non-full coverages and make sure I stitch on them as well. And yeah, I made a plan. And if you don't watch Jen the Caffeinated Crafter already, go check her out because she's so organized. I'm not, but I am borrowing part of her plan. I have goals for all of my whips, and I have a jar on my desk with all my whips on paper in that jar. And every month I want to take about 8 projects and work on those goals. If I don't finish them, they will go back in the jar. If I finish them, they will go out. And I believe they will be done for the year. I have a hard time with that, because if I make a goal in January, it means I don't stitch on it again for the rest of the year. I will have to think about that. But I will start with 8 goals and stitch on those 8 goals for the month. But Deer Creek is a focus. The Stitches Paradise cell is a focus. When the new chart comes out, I will stitch on it. So, and the 4 seasons, if I finished the season already and we're still in that season, I can't stitch on it because we're not in the next season yet. Yeah. I have to make some alterations to that plan, but I will take out 8 whips every month to stitch on, and I will do an update in the first week of every month like I did the past few months. I like doing that, so we will continue and work on all the whips and hopefully have a lot of finishes. How many did I write down for a finish? I believe 9 or 10. That's a lot. That's like a quarter of my whips. And I know I'm going to start new things. Don't you worry, that will happen. I don't want to start a lot of full coverages. I don't want to start a lot of kits because I have those. I'm not going to stitch anything on dark fabric. And not more than 3 new full coverages. We will see. In a few days, I believe 2 weeks from now, a little over 2 weeks, I will be going to the craft fair here in the Netherlands. And yeah, that's always a dangerous place to be. So there will be new projects. And this is it for now. This was the whole Wipparade, all the projects. And I am curious which project is your favorite. And maybe I will make sure the project that's voted on the most, that I will stitch on it every month. So it gets more progress. That would be fun. So I will be back in less than 2 weeks with the first update for 2024, and that will be my December progress. So some of these you will see again, and I will let you know what the projects are for January. I'm really excited. So the ring light was needed because it's getting dark outside. I will get everything organized and get stitching because I'm on winter break. How do you call it? So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of December, and I will see you again in 2024. Bye bye.